Those up in Douglas County with the State Patrol are getting ready to brief us again on the accident this afternoon involving a state trooper. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Children, but the entire members of the Colorado State Patrol and the law enforcement community, as this is becoming much too frequent in our community, and quite frankly it needs to stop.
Would you mention his name again, please?
His name is Cody Donahue. We will be releasing a press release in conjunction with this press conference here. It should be hitting your emails right now.
Do you have the spelling of that?
Donahue, D-O-N.
No. D-O-N-A-H-U-E.
D-O-N-A-H-U-E. Donahue, Cody. He's an 11-year veteran of the State Patrol. And obviously our hearts are broken tonight, as is his families, as is the entire members of the Colorado State Patrol. We do ask that all media inquiries come through the Colorado State Patrol Public Affairs Unit for his family, but at this point in time they are asking for their privacy. We ask that you grant them that. We will be releasing further information. The investigation part of it is being completed by the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and Deputy Chief Steve Johnson will answer your questions and provide you a statement regarding that.
Thank you, Major Garcia. Again, my name is Steve Johnson. I'm the Chief Deputy for the Law Enforcement Bureau here on behalf of Sheriff Spurlock and the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. As the Major mentioned to you, we will have the responsibility of the criminal investigation. And yes, there is a criminal investigation that is ongoing at this point right now. We have as many resources as we need to have out here conducting this investigation, and we'll do all of the follow-up that is needed from there. So we have at this point just started. We are in the very, very, very early stages of this investigation. We are detaining the driver at this point. I don't have any information to give you on him or identify him at this point, but he is being detained. We are working with him. We are also looking at the camera footage from within the Colorado State Patrol vehicles. We will also be looking at the camera footage from within his truck that he was driving. It is a commercial retail company truck, and so we will be working with that company to take a look at that. As we move forward in our investigation, we will make a determination as to what we feel are the most appropriate charges. Certainly those will be done working very, very closely with the District Attorney's Office, and we will then, if appropriate tonight, and probably will be appropriate, arrest that driver on those charges and have him move through the criminal justice system in that fashion. I just want to, on behalf of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office and the Douglas County community, echo what Major Garcia has said. This is an incredibly sad day, one that we are seeing way too frequently. And if there's any message out there, when you see these troopers and you see these law enforcement officers that are out there just trying to do their job, please move over. Give them the room that they need, because if not, this is what happens, and it continues to happen on a regular basis. And it needs to, as the Major said, it's got to stop from there. So, any questions?
Talk about the fact that the trooper today died just a few miles, about 5 miles, as I understand it, from where Trooper Jurcevic died just a year ago this month. That's
correct. So, again, this is a tough day for us, for those of us that were there that night. And to be here again under similar circumstances is tough. It's tough for all of us, but it pales in comparison to children that now don't have a father, a wife that no longer has a husband, and an extended family, mother, father that don't have a son anymore, all because law enforcement officers can't get the room that they need to do their job.
Investigating whether drugs or alcohol are a factor?
That certainly will be one of our factors that we do look at tonight, is whether or not we will be collecting samples and having those tested, and certainly that'll be an aspect of it from there.
Does it appear this was intentional?
We don't know at this point. We'll have a better idea as we begin to download and take a look at the footage that we have from 2 CSP vehicles. And again, this is a commercial vehicle, so we're learning that it has cameras in it. We're hoping that that also too will give us a perspective.
So there's more than one trooper on scene when this happened.
That's correct. Our preliminary information is that 2 Colorado State Patrol troopers, as they do, were along that section of the interstate northbound, and were investigating an accident that had already happened when Trooper Donahue was struck by this truck.
The trooper was outside of his vehicle at the time?
He was outside of the vehicle, and he was wearing his reflective green safety vest.
This commercial truck, is this a semi-truck or like a box type of truck, more like a moving van?
It's a commercial food carrier truck, and it's only a passenger van type truck that's pulling a box for food.
Not a semi-truck necessarily.
No. Any other?
For the people who, for all the drivers who are still out there on I-25 wondering when they can get through, how long it might take, do you have an update on that situation?
No, I really don't at this point. I just would ask for their patience, and I would ask for their understanding that as we are out there, we want to make sure for Trooper Donahue, for his family, for everybody involved, that we do a very, very thorough investigation. We would do that for any driver. So the road's going to be closed for a while. As quickly as we can get it back open, we will.
Any of you guys know Trooper Donahue? Can you speak to his character?
I didn't have the opportunity. I may have met him in passing with regards to Trooper Jurcevics, but I'm not sure. I think that'd be more appropriate for Major Garcia.
Cody was a really good kid, good family man. Had 2 beautiful children, has 2 beautiful children, and will be sorely missed. He's a good team guy. All the troopers could always count on him for support and efforts, and he'll be really missed.
You gentlemen talked about how old his children are. Are we talking about children here or teenagers?
You know, I'm not going to release their ages other than they're in the elementary school age.
Major, when's the last time you got to see Trooper Donahue? When's the last time you saw him, talk with him?
At the Jamie Jurcevics Memorial 10 days ago.
We've had those other incidents where officers were targeted. Is it too early to tell if this is a targeting type of situation with a vehicle?
I would say it's very early to be able to say that. I'm certainly not prepared to say that until we take a look at all of our information and all of our facts, and we gather those and present those to the district attorney and ask them what they feel is also the most appropriate charge, and we move forward at that point. But it's very early.
Has the driver been cooperating with you guys?
He has been cooperating, I would say yes. So he's currently being detained in our custody and won't go anywhere until we're ready to make a charging decision.